You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, B&B fans. The latest spoilers for Bold promise a reality check written for Liam Spencer this week. He has had his head of his own rear end for weeks now, and he's finally going to dig it out and head over to Hope Logan's cabin, and he's going to get a whole eyeful of something he was not expecting to see, and things are going to get really, really interesting. Let's talk about this, but if you haven't, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Bold and the Beautiful updates. So for months now, Hope has been getting frisky with her new flame, Thomas Forrester, and Liam just hasn't checked in with her. I honestly cannot recall the last time I saw those two in a scene together, and his most recent scene at Forrester Creations was with Ridge about that whole Sheila Deacon voicemail. But before that, the last time we saw him at the office, Liam was chatting with Thomas. Not only were they chatting, but Liam was very amicable with Thomas, as Hope's estranged husband made it clear to the guy she's banging, which he doesn't know that he is focused on stealing Steffy Forrester from her husband, Finn. Stand up and reformed guy that he is, Thomas did not tell Hope that her husband is back to his old waffling ways, just as she suspected and expected him to be. You may recall the last time Hope and Liam were at her little cabin together, it was the very end of their marriage. She had already slept with Thomas by then. If you remember, she did not wait even an hour after Liam said the D word, divorce, when she went to Thomas, eager for the other D word, and got it. And then they had one last showdown at the cabin after Hope had done the deed for a week's worth of episodes with Thomas. She still didn't tell Liam she had slept with the man that he hates more than anyone else. And as far as we know, well, we do know for certain that Liam doesn't know. Everybody at Forrester Creations seems to know. The Logans seem to know. All the Forresters seem to know. Just the Spencers don't know. So it's important to note Liam Spencer is likely not stopping by Hope's cabin looking to reconcile. It's probably something about Beth, or maybe it's about getting their divorce papers filed, because, you know, Liam is determined to remarry Steffy. He's busily talking to her picture and saying weird things. It was kind of funny. This week, Soaps.com had posted a tweet about this scene. They said, wait, is Liam literally talking to Steffy's photo? Scott Clifton is fantastic, and they're trying to play it as charming. And then they said if it was Thomas talking to a picture of Hope, everyone would freak out. Scott Clifton actually replied and said, I, for one, was absolutely not playing charming. So no, I didn't think it was charming at all. Soaps.com completely, to me, whoever did that tweet, I don't know if they didn't watch the episode or what, because there was nothing charming about it. It was creepy. And he's definitely going for creepy. So because in Liam's head, he's going to get married to Steffy again, he needs to make his split with his current wife a legal and permanent one. So maybe he's coming by to pick up the divorce papers so he can drop them off at the courthouse. We'll see. Interesting to note is that Liam's whole stance about how Steffy should be with him to protect her from Sheila Carter is very self-serving. Doesn't Hope also need protection from Sheila because her dad is dating the psychotic woman? And doesn't that mean that little Beth is at an equivalent risk that Kelly is at? But no, I am betting Liam is not dropping by to check on their safety. What's funny, though, is Liam may forget for just a minute exactly why he came knocking at the door of the cabin. That's because Hope answers the door in black, sexy lingerie. Clearly, she's expecting Thomas Forrester. And there's this picture I'm going to show you of Liam at the door and her. You can kind of see it from the back, but it's clearly sexy lingerie. Not the kind of thing she ever wore around the house for Liam. Clearly, she's expecting Thomas Forrester to come by. And that's pretty strange because you think they'd exhausted themselves banging on every surface of the office all day long, getting constantly walked in on. Maybe they actually decided to take it to the bedroom instead of the design room. So I think it's pretty funny also that Thomas is dropping by Brooke Logan's estate to do the dirty with her daughter because Brooke really hates him. And that could also be when and where the coming showdown between Brooke and Thomas happens, which is at the cabin. So Liam shows up on the Thursday episode and he sees Hope looking sexy and ready for bedroom action. And he will know this is not for him because he drops by unexpectedly. So I do think we're going to see Thomas show up not long after that at the arranged time. And Liam can probably quickly do the math on the hot lingerie being for another man, a man he says he despises, the guy whose brother-in-law, Liam, would actually like to be again. So because of the Steffy factor, maybe Liam won't explode and have a tantrum. Or maybe he will. I mean, it's hard to say, and he's definitely in this dark, weird spiral, so I don't know. The last time Hope and Liam talked, he had already decided he wanted to pursue Steffy, but still went out of his way to berate and belittle and gaslight Hope to try and make sure she didn't wind up with Thomas. So after Liam leaves, however he reacts, I wonder if he drops in on Brooke to say, oh, I was surprised to see Thomas at Hope's cabin and her in lingerie. Because even if Liam decides not to confront Hope and Thomas, I still think he may stir the pot on his way off of her property just to upset Brooke, knowing she will freak out and do the dirty work for him. So on Friday's episode, the spoilers say Brooke chews out Thomas about Hope in a big confrontation. The good news is, if you are a Thope fan, Thomas is going to push back on Brooke and stand his ground. He is not going to let her run him out of Hope's life. And I don't think Liam's going to be able to do that either. But the big fun of seeing Liam find out what his wife's been up to with Thomas is worth the wait, and the wait is over. And I'm just so excited to see today. So how do you want to see Liam react? To blow up or let it blow over? Some of you may be watching this after you've seen the episode. So definitely let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Drop your comments below. Click subscribe if you have not already. And come back soon for more on Bold and the Beautiful. This has been Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.